A uniform does not give you the right to be racist.
Your elders, because you're disrespecting me.
You're disrespecting her.
You want to bet? When you're in America, you better learn our language.
You don't come up with somebody.
You want to bet?
Yeah.
You want to bet?
Too.
Seriously?
Yes, I was.
Not like
you were
us.
very racist to that woman.
No, I was not.
You should just leave.
No, you should leave and get her away from me.
Leave.
I'm not leaving until you leave.
You should leave.
Just get her away from me. Roger that. It's called the First Amendment, ma'am.
He's just losing it. That's it. He's gone.
Bye.
Well, the good thing is he told me where he works, so that's the next thing I'm going to call.
God bless you. Go to church, will you? You need some prayer.
God has nothing to do with
Is
your
this like
actions.
in that show,
Okay,
what do you do?
I'll do this.
Is there a talk show? Yeah.
Bye. Bye.
You're a very racist man.
You want to bet?
Why would you say that to her?
I'm a Christian, I'll tell you why.
Because you couldn't communicate with her?
Because they murdered 343 of my fellow firemen. That's why. September 11th, 2001. That's why.
That has nothing to do with her.
You want to bet?
That has nothing to do
Learn
with
English. It's America. It's not Spain. And it's not Mexico. Get away from me.
I'm not.
Look, get away from me, man. I said get away from me. Get away from me.
If you're close enough that I can do that, then you're too close.
From me.
Now, I know that your first reaction after watching that video is to attack this man, but he is doing an important service. Too many forget about all that the Spanish got away with on 9/11. So, like, I don't know. Okay, so that's it's a male Karen, a firefighter at a Walmart in Nebraska. It's also the most cordial interaction at that Walmart in Nebraska that day, simultaneously. So what you saw there was a guy who had been harassing an employee for not speaking English. I thought for a second the guy was speaking Arabic, maybe? Because the guy was confused about 9/11, but he's confused about a great many things. Apparently, you cannot be a racist, Rayyvana, if you're a firefighter or if you're a Christian. I think those things have some correlation actually, but anyway, what do you think about what you saw in that video?
I think that he used the conservative trump card. They called him racist for being racist, and he said, "No, I'm not. I'm not being a racist." Just denying like what everyone is seeing with their own eyes. It's conservatives' favorite move.
I need you to hit the red button. What are you doing, child? I don't understand. I don't understand why you don't just hit the damn red button and sell me my stuff. What is your problem? Like, honestly. Like, there's a prompt right there. All you have to do is hit the red button. That's all you have to do. Why are you fighting? I don't have to hit the red button. I do not have to hit the red button. I have to give you money for what you're... What is your problem with me? Why? Why are you fighting me? Why are you fighting me? Because it doesn't make sense for you to fight me. It doesn't make sense for you to fight me. I'm a customer.
Hey, it's not that hard, man. Like
you mind your own business.
Oh, my fault. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to get you going.
I'll be calling district headquarters as soon as I get home. Have fun.
Exactly, you know he's serious when he puts on the hat. So to be clear, that was a guy at something like a CVS who sometimes when you're going to check out, it'll say, do you want to give $1 towards whatever? Like Petco, they ask you to put it towards something with animals. And you can say yes, or you can hit the red button and say no. And he was so infuriated by the fact that it had dared to ask him for a donation that not only did he not donate, which is of course anyone's right, and we'll talk about this, he refused to hit the red button. He felt it was unfair and infringement of his rights to make him say no to charity, and he kept insisting that the clerk press the red button for him and swore that he would talk to district headquarters over it unless the guy hit the red button for him. What do you think, Francesca?
Okay, obviously, Mr. Paddington Bear, whatever he was going for with the hat, like he was having a day and like plenty of time on his hands, because anyone who's like making that a thing is like, oh buddy, you are retired and or are personally wealthy. You have nowhere to be. This poor worker, the guy behind him trying to help. That's so funny. But I will say, I do not like either that a giant corporation is making me say no to donating or helping, although we don't know if I'm actually helping with the money. Like every time I just want to buy something, it's a little bit of the way that like, an airline will be like, hey, if you want to donate your seat or your miles to like a kid in need or someone who wants to fly, it's like, honey, why don't you donate the seat to a kid in need? Last I checked, you ran this whole entire operation. Those seats are yours. Like you could
Literally.
just give it to them.
Who is your garbage person of the week?
My garbage person of the week is just peacefully walking around the streets of Palo Alto, California, a very ritzy street called University Avenue, and he sees one of the greatest villains ever to not walk but ride the planet, a guy who pops wheelies. And when this happens, you as a middle-aged polo shirt wearing man must take a stand and call the police on him. And not just that, but threaten him in one of the most hilarious ways I've ever seen a Ken behave. Go for it.
It's mad at me for doing wheelies.
Dude, that's so dangerous.
It's
that
not
if
illegal.
you touch me, do you know what's happening?
Touch you? I'm not even touching you.
I don't want this in my neighborhood. I'm calling the cops.
Okay, call them.
Good. Because it's kids like you that are gonna hurt somebody.
Oh, okay.
Why don't you go somewhere in Stanford and do that? Don't do it downtown anymore.
The cops don't care.
They're gonna
So why do you care?
Because you're gonna hurt somebody. And if my friends are here and you do it and you run
Your
into
friends?
them, they're gonna knock the kids like you.
Okay.
He seems nice.
When my friends get here, they're gonna knock the F out of people like you. I expect that to be like a teenager or like, but like, so
When my
Kenneth,
brother gets here, that's what it sounds like to me.
but like, who are your friends? Like, so there's more people like you who, as like 55-year-old dudes, are gonna punch people in the face. And then he's complaining, you've run into me before. I wonder why. All you do is stand in front of them. At this point,
Seriously.
this woman comes over and is the helpful Honda dealer from Vanderbilt is like, go over, it's okay, go ahead, get away from him. And he's like, no, I'm all right. But this idea that he is threatening, and he's like, go over to Stanford and pop those wheelies. As someone who went to Stanford, you do not want to go there as a wheelie popper, because you're gonna find a fierce gang of hacky sackers. And when those two combine, it is war. It's all out war of people going, come on, dude, man, be mama.